what are, like how we did yesterday, we're continuing the same lesson. And who will say me the layers of Earth, physical layers of Earth?
Me.
Tell me, yeah? I moved the page. Come on, now try it.
Lithosphere
Lithosphere, very good.
and mesosphere.
Adenosphere, adenosphere, it's a given here. Mesosphere and outer core and inner core. They said continental lithosphere, you can just call it as lithosphere, asthenosphere, mesosphere, outer core, and inner core. Okay? So this is what you have to know in this lesson. That you have what and where is it? And what did I ask you to remember yesterday? The sequence. What was that sequence? First, it is L. Anyone? I told you to remember the word lamp. L, A, M. Instead of P, it's O. Lamp, LAMO, L, lithosphere, A, avenosphere or asthenosphere, M is mesosphere, and O is outer core and
Outer core,
inner core. Or even if you
inner
remember
core.
LAMK, like lamp. So this is the core, and you know that core is outer and inner core. This is what you have to know important in this lesson, and you need to know that this is the first one, which is on the crust, very thin layer. This is the first layer of the mantle. This is the inner side of the mantle. In the outer core and the inner core, mostly you find iron, and iron is Fe, and nickel is iron and nickel. Okay?
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
All right. Now here, the finally one. The outermost question for you, Noor. The outermost compositional layer of the earth is, what is the outermost layer? I just now told you, we start with
lithosphere.
very good. Okay, next, the dash is denser than the crust. What is denser than the crust?
The mantle.
Very good. And it contains?
But it's not lithosphere.
It can be lithosphere or crust, right?
Crust.
Yes, it can be both. Even if you say crust, it is a lithosphere, it's not wrong. I know it's crust, the outermost layer is crust. But even lithosphere is a part of crust. Okay? The dash is, of course, mantle is denser than crust and contains.
Crust.
Okay, next. Judy, what is divided into pieces called tectonic plates? This is lithosphere.
Lithosphere and number
What is
14.
the dash core is the liquid layer, girls. In
Outer.
inner, which one is the liquid layer? The outer is the liquid.
Outer.
The inner is the solid layer.
Solid.
Okay. Which physical layers corresponds to which compositional layers? So of course, physical layers are crust, mantle, and core. Compositional layers are lithosphere, asthenosphere, mesosphere, outer core. So crust is lithosphere, mantle is asthenosphere and mesosphere, core is outer core and inner core. What is between the core and the crust? Zishan, what is present between the core and the crust?
And the mantle.
Mantle, excellent. All right. Now, what is the densest compositional layer? And makes up 1/3 of mass. Check the book and say me this answer. It makes up 1/3 mass.
Page
It is
1.
the densest compositional layer.
The meiosphere.
Mesosphere. Are you sure? Let us check.
It's written the strong lower part of the mantle is called the meiosphere.
Let me check here. Dash is the densest one. Which is the densest one? Uh-huh. Mantle actually is the densest, but it is not compositional layers. It is compositional. Mantle, girls. Mantle is the one which is compositional layer, and it is almost like most of the earth is of mantle. It is the widest one. Okay. Now coming to the next part. Okay, we are finished with the lesson. We'll just watch the video and we can start with the new lesson.
Okay. Miss, can I go to the bathroom?
Okay. Now, before I start with the new, so let us watch the video for earth layers. As I have finished the lesson, tomorrow I'm going to start with new lesson, not today. Can you see the video on the screen?
There might be 5 physical layers and 3 compositional layers, but that doesn't mean that Earth has 8 layers. Some physical and compositional layers describe the same parts of Earth. Click the images to learn more.
As I told you, we will never say that they have 8-part layers of earth because they're compositional. Compositional means, as Dur that time she told that the outer crust is lithosphere. She's not wrong. Lithosphere is in the earth crust. So that's why we cannot say that we have 8 compositional layers. We have only 3 compositional layers. Okay, that's core, mantle, and crust. In that, they contain these different layers.
You have 2 physical layers, the inner and outer core. Put them together, and they are the same as a compositional layer, the core. The whole core is composed of mostly iron and nickel, but it can be divided into.
Can you hear this or no? Can you hear this?
Yeah.
And can you see the video?
Yeah.
The inner and outer core because the outer core is liquid and the inner core is solid. The upper 3 physical layers are the lithosphere, asthenosphere, and mesosphere. The lithosphere, asthenosphere, and mesosphere describe the same parts of Earth that are also called the mantle and the crust. The crust and the mantle are both made mostly of silicate minerals. But the crust and the mantle can be divided into different physical layers based on the physical properties of those layers. Now that you've learned about Earth's layers, see if you can put them in the right place.
on, girls. What is the first one here? The first one, what is it? Hello, anyone there? Grade 7 girls, hello. Judy,
Yes.
what happened? Where were you all?
Yes, miss.
Uh-huh.
The last one
I
is
couldn't hear you.
First one, what is
the
it?
inner core.
The first
The
one.
last
The
one
first
is
one is
inner
the
core.
inner core.
First from up,
Crust.
crust. Yes, Dishan. Next, what is it?
The mantle.
No.
The
Lithosphere. Noor, what is next after lithosphere?
mantle.
It's asthenosphere. Actually, correct. I think so. Asthenosphere has to be here. It has to be mantle. And then mesosphere. And then we have the core. This is the core. No, this is the core. This is the outer core. And here it is the inner core. Okay?
You got it. We're used to thinking of Earth as a solid place.
Tell me which one is the liquid one? The inner, the outer, or lithosphere or asthenosphere? Miral? Can you say me which one is the liquid one? Or Judy? Which one is the liquid one?
Oh, the
See, asthenosphere, lithospheres, they are solid. In outer and which one is liquid and which one is solid?
inner core.
Is solid and outer is liquid.
That's right.
The inner is solid, girls, because inner is the last one. Because of the pressure, it is solid. See all of the review of this lesson.
You've learned a lot about Earth's layers. Before we finish, let's take a quick look at the main points you covered. Earth is divided into 3 compositional layers based on the elements.
See the word, girls. This is called as compositional layers. 3 compositional layers.
They are made up of. These layers are the crust, mantle, and core. Earth is divided into 5 layers based on their physical properties. They are the lithosphere, asthenosphere, mesosphere, inner core, and outer core. The physical and compositional layers do not stand alone. The different physical layers correspond to the compositional layers. Now that you've finished, if you wish, you can go back and review any part of the lesson again.
Okay, that's it for today's class, girls. Have a nice day.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.